Welcome to your 2024 Energy Overview and Angel Messages. I'm Devin Dewar, Angel Intuitive and Spiritual Teacher. This is a two-part video. Part one is available here right on my YouTube channel for you to come back to and listen as many times as you want. And we're going to go into the energy for the entire year, an overview of it, along with some angel messages. Then available on my YouTube store, you can purchase part two for a nominal fee that really helps support my channel, that's going to go into each month and break it down into messages around your health and fitness, your career and finance, and romance and relationships. I will also give you actions you can take at the time you are hearing the messages, actions you can plan to take soon, and actions for the long term. And so that's going to be a much deeper dive into each month. But here in this video, we're going to go into the overall energy. But if you'd like to check out part two, I'll put the link below. Like I said, it's in my YouTube store or on my website, devindewar.com. And you can go listen for your birthday month, for a trip you're taking, for projects you want to launch, and hear what the messages from the angels are for you regarding that energy and actions you can take. All right, well, let's get into these angel messages. I'm so excited to talk about the year 2024. Can you believe we are here in this year? If you net those numbers, 2024, it creates a net 8. And that is a very important number that we are going to be using as we work through the energy of this year. Now, the way I work with the angels is I always ask for these messages to reach you when it's in your highest interest. I say a prayer of protection, asking that I only connect with God's highest vibrational beings, and the messages be for the highest good of those who come across them. Now, remember, angels will not tell us what to do. They never want us to give our power away. So because this is a group message, if something doesn't resonate with you, simply leave it behind. It may be for someone else. However, if something does resonate, I encourage you to write it down. I find hindsight is often the most powerful tool for building your trust in your connection with the angels. There are three main themes for the year 2024 that the angels discussed with me when I sat down to get these messages. We're going to be referring back to these three main themes as we go through this video. And make sure to stay all the way to the end of this video to hear some actions you can take right now, actions you can plan to take soon, and plans for the long run so that you can incorporate these themes and start planning for your year. And of course, you can come back and listen as many times as you want. Go ahead and comment in the comment section below this video as you're hearing this. I am in divine flow. Say that message in the comment section below, and we will get going with these messages. That's going to help us really open up to the messages we're getting right now. And I'm going to ask you to also comment with other pocket affirmations, as I like to call them, short, sweet affirmations as we go to help you really stay open to this energy. Now, the three main themes the angels kept talking about for this year are: one, passions. We are going to be talking a lot about your passions. Two, we're going to be talking about timing. It's going to be important. We are waiting for the right time to act on things. We are slowing down and giving ourselves enough time to act on things. And we're looking at the timing when it comes to what other people's motives are. And the third main theme that we're going to be hearing about in this video is learning. This is another huge year for learning. If you've seen some of my past annual videos, I believe it was the 2021 video or 2022 one that they talked about really increasing your skills, being willing to be an apprentice, being willing to take classes or go back to school. So those are the three main themes that we're going to keep coming back to: passions, timing, and learning. So again, grab that notebook if you can and take some notes to anything that resonates with you. The energy right now as we are heading into this year is about that passion and inspiration for your future. If you're not feeling that right away, stay tuned. Guidance is available for you, especially in these three actions they want us to consider taking into our daily lives at the end of the video that they're going to talk about. But first, they want to talk about the energy. They want to give you some messages to kind of prep you for where they're going with the guidance they have for you. One of the things they want you to know that they see that you're feeling challenged by, and you may be already aware of this, is that it is time to put things into a spiritual toolbox, they're going to help you create resilience. So what I mean by that is, let's say you already know you've got some project you want to launch in 2024, or you're going to begin working on it in 2024 to release the next year. They want you to have things in place that will help you be resilient with this energy, bring things into your environment, ask for support from others that are going to help you keep your energy going. This may mean outsourcing certain things that you normally handle yourself. This may mean creating a better working environment for yourself in your office, creating a more relaxing space at home so when you're done working, you can go really recharge. And I often get guidance from the angels to add things to my spiritual toolbox, which is where you can go choose something to help you align your energy again that feels right in the moment. Some days that may mean sitting down and meditating. Other days it may mean getting out and going for a walk with no electronics. Sometimes it's taking a salt bath and really listening to some high vibrational music. But think of the things that you already have in your toolbox and then begin adding things to that you can go back to many times throughout this year to recharge your energy, to realign your energy and help you keep that resilience as you move through this energy. Sometimes it's stocking up on supplies that you need so you always have what you need around. So keep that in mind as you're listening to these messages. And I do encourage you to write down what you already have in your spiritual toolbox or what you already have in your environment that you can make use of. Because we are being asked to really learn new ways of doing things, and you can repurpose tools you already have available to you in this year that could really help you. So one of the things I will do when I'm trying to look for things to realign my energy is I will go for a walk. That's a big one for me. But I also like to watch something funny. And of course, I always connect with the angels. But remember that laughing is a really high vibrational thing to do, and the angels will joke along with you. So sometimes you might even find that you're hearing little jokes from the angels about, hey, it's time to get up from that desk and go take a break. You're getting too anxious here. So keep that in mind too. If you're feeling that the angels are wanting you to kind of laugh at yourself a little bit and be like, okay, I'm taking this way too seriously, because there is guidance here about having fun. In fact, what they're saying is we will see where we have a lot of work going on that is going to potentially put us at risk for stress-related health concerns or getting our life too out of balance. And that's why in my part 2 video, I go into those 3 areas of your life: your health and fitness, your career or finances, and your relationships, both romantic and others, because the angels want us to always have balance in all 3 of those areas. And if we work too much, our relationships or our health gets out of balance. If all we do is spend all our time worrying about our health, then we ignore work that needs to be done, or we get caught in anxiety and we take it out on our loved ones. So we want to always keep balance in those areas. So where in your life, right as you're hearing these videos, do you feel like you could bring some more balance in? Think about those 3 areas. Could you ask for more help in these areas? Now, I do ask for guidance, like I said, in part 2 of this video, that will help you get a little clarification and also give you the option for hindsight so you can go back and listen to it and connect those dots. I will go back and listen to my own angel messages from 6 months ago, a year ago, and I will connect the dots about how I was being guided and how those messages were implemented in my life. And then I will write that down in my intuition tracker and make sure that I give myself credit for following that guidance. Or if I didn't follow the guidance, go ahead and be compassionate with myself. Don't get upset with myself, but note it and say, okay, what did I learn from not listening to that intuitive information I was getting, or those signs and symbols from the angels? Because it's okay if you didn't listen, but you really are wanting to notice that, so in the future you will realize it even more quickly, especially when we're talking about those 3 main themes for this year. Now, what they want you to know is they really commend you on the hard work you've done so far to move forward with your spiritual journey. You're here right now because you are highly intuitive, you are on a spiritual journey, you are advancing your skills, or you're already highly advanced and you're taking advantage of the ability to connect in this way and get a heads up about the energy coming. So they really want to commend you on taking the time to do that and for taking your gifts to a new level. They see this as bringing you a lot of empowerment. You're starting to feel that sense of achievement, and they want you to keep going. They are cheering you along the whole way, encouraging you, and wanting you to continue to share your love and light with the world. Most of my viewers are light workers. Not all of them know that they are light workers. So you are being activated here. And even if it's not something that you are using as a profession to make money, it is something you can incorporate into your day-to-day life to make your life more in divine flow and to help the ones you love around or help those that you're helping in your career. So at the time that you're hearing these messages, they want you to know there may be some bothersome details you have to deal with this year. There may even be some conflict with others where you find you're having competing goals. But they say it's important that you don't let this hold you back, that you are addressing these issues, that you are allowing yourself to really maintain your energy and protect your energy, because there is a risk of spreading ourselves too thin or going into people-pleasing mode or maybe ignoring issues that need to be handled. And if you are feeling stuck, this is what they're saying, is there is some detail or conflict that needs to be handled, and maybe it's just something you're not looking forward to doing. Of course, that what comes to mind for me is like tax returns, right? Getting your books in order. And this could be anything from getting your finances organized to implementing a new healthcare regime or confronting an issue in a relationship that is no longer serving you and it needs transformation. The angels will help you with that transformation too. You are not alone in this. You can ask for their help. You can ask for signs and symbols on how to handle it. And of course, asking for the right time to implement this transformation, because that is a big theme, is timing this year. It can be frustrating to slow down or pause your focus on passions so that you can take care of things like tax returns or meal planning or going to the gym or even counseling sessions for your partner, your family, or other relationships. But the angels are encouraging you to go ahead and address these issues now so they will not become a bigger issue down the road when you're really beginning to feel this momentum building. Make sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's, and your future self is thanking you for doing this now. Now, one of the things they want you to plan to do soon after hearing these messages is notice where you're seeing people coming back from your past this year. This could be exes, old friends or colleagues, or you may simply find yourself reflecting on your childhood or a past relationship quite a bit this year. The guidance is to be careful that you do not view things through a lens of nostalgia. That was also a message from a prior year overview to be careful with nostalgia. Don't let it trap you into an old pattern. The reason these people are coming back, or these memories are coming back, are to help you review what you've learned or still can learn from these past memories. It can also mean you need to find ways to bring that childlike enthusiasm back into your everyday life because you have had too much work going on. You are taking things too seriously, and we need to bring a more playful approach into our day-to-day lives. The ultimate focus the angels want you to have is on how much you have grown spiritually and how you would handle things differently now because of what you learned from those relationships. And they want you to remember you are no longer that person anymore. So if you are tempted to go back to an old relationship or friendship or work environment that ended in the past, make sure you are not wanting to relive the past and are allowing feelings of nostalgia to influence you. These relationships or situations ended for a reason, and we want to make sure if we do engage with them again, we are standing in our own beliefs and being authentic to who we are now and how we have grown spiritually. Now, you will have a lot of personal power and gain much strength and knowledge by learning everything you can from challenges that show up this year. That is not saying there's going to be a lot of challenging things going on, but We always have little things that come up or things we have to face or unexpected turns of events that we have to handle. And they want us to view that as an opportunity to learn and see where we can add that again to our knowledge base and let it help us have more confidence and strength in where we're going. So check in with your intuition and make sure you are understanding, really, truly understanding everyone's motives in a situation, especially a challenging one. Where are they coming from? Get curious, ask questions, be willing to have a conversation. And again, they said earlier in this video to face issues, dot I's, cross T's. Don't ignore things that feel bothersome because they might get bigger and more challenging to deal with. And so if you find yourself avoiding having a conversation, there's a clue there that might be the thing that angels are wanting you to approach differently. Now, that doesn't mean you need to confront it, but it may mean that you need to get some advice from somebody you trust on how to handle it or how to make changes, or just start making plans now to bring in that transformation. Especially if it is somebody coming back from your past. Asking yourself, why are they coming back now? Again, asking those questions to yourself and trusting that, any memories coming up for you, especially around a poor decision or where you faced a major setback, are there to identify the lessons. They're trying to get you to say, give yourself credit for what you learned, and then take note of what would you do differently now. If you had to go through that breakup all over again, what would you do differently now? And have compassion for that, because that's going to bring you a lot of success again as things begin to move more quickly. So focusing on your life now, but giving yourself credit for what you've learned and acknowledging that is going to bring you so much power. Now, they want you to pay attention to the people around you, the people you interact with, because they are going to be feeling this very passionate energy too. However, many may be acting out of anxiety or fear instead of a place of grounded, objective viewpoints. And that's because they may not even be paying attention to what their heart is trying to tell them or what their intuition is trying to tell them, and they're just reacting to the energy. Or it's bringing up fear and anxiety to them and they're taking it out on you. If you notice someone is emotionally, physically, or mentally overwhelmed, then wait for the right time to engage or simply walk away. This could mean offering to hold space for a loved one, friend, or colleague who needs a friendly ear. Or it could mean choosing not to move forward with a relationship or collaboration because those people are not in the same energetic space you are right now, and therefore it's not the best time to engage with those people or that collaboration. So again, bringing up that timing thing again, one of the three main themes for 2024. The angels are asking you to focus your energy and your emotions on having a positive mindset. And I know that can be really easy to say and hard to do, especially if you're one who's checking in with the headlines. But avoid giving your power away to fear of failure or allowing yourself to fall into self-fulfilling prophecies by expecting the worst. You will have great inner strength if you forgive yourself for past mistakes and have compassion for yourself and those involved, rather than blaming yourself or blaming others and assuming the past will repeat itself. So go ahead and make plans now to nurture yourself. If you catch yourself going into a plan where you're worrying about things or you've got a lot of defeating thoughts coming through, try to move into a different mindset, ask the angels for help. The angels want you to avoid fear of success. And I do see that happen with a lot of light workers like you, where you recognize that you have these natural born intuitive abilities, but you're afraid that if you step into them fully and in your full power with your gifts and shine your light brighter, then the world will bring overwhelming change on you. But the angels always remind us that God will not bring us more than we can handle, and the angels are here to support you. Because ultimately, if you stay focused on keeping balance in your life and noticing those three themes in your life, when you focus on that and you maintain a positive mindset about your future and your day-to-day responsibilities, you will achieve your goals. You will be rewarded. And this means focusing on learning new things. So learn new ways to do things that are more efficient. Learn new ways that will help you sustain your energy. Learn new ways to create environments or create conversations that are uplifting and help you stay in that positive mindset. So that wraps up the overview. Let's go into 3 actions, the 3 actions I promised you at the end of this video if you stay to the end. But I want you to first comment in the comment section below this video, I am divinely protected. I am divinely protected. Go ahead and say that right now. And any other comments that you want to share with me that you can come back and reflect on, anything that stood out to you, let me know. And of course, let me know if you have questions. I really appreciate all of you being here, and we'll get into these 3 actions, but I first want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for liking this video and sharing it. And thank you to my subscribers. I love you so much. You're so amazing. It's so amazing to connect with you in this way. All right, I'm wishing you a happy 2024 as we go into these 3 actions. Right now, at the time you're hearing this video, keep your commitments to yourself. Set an example for others by taking the lead with your own passions and pursuits. So many of us will write New Year's resolutions before the year starts, or we'll write down intentions or things like that. And one of the things that I would encourage you to do is write down your accomplishments from 2023, or even go further back. But I like to write down at least 10 things that I did that I feel proud of in myself for the year. And that helps me actually create my goals for the next year, because I'm like, okay, I did that. Where can I go next? How can I take this to a bigger level, or how can I use this for my next goal? So give yourself credit for that, and then keep your commitments to yourself, what you are saying, what you are doing, to show the world that you honor your own gifts. Keep those and honor those right now. Now, they want you to plan time this year for time away from work, time away from stresses, to rest and relax, and review how your progress has gone. And again, this is going down to writing your accomplishments. Go back and read those accomplishments. You know, I will often have a page in my journal where I write down, like, I would write 2023 top 10 accomplishments. I mean, if I have more, then I will. And remember, they don't have to be huge accomplishments. They can be like, made sure the kitchen was clean before bed most of the time, those kinds of things. But they can also be your bigger ones. And when you write them down all in one space, it makes it easy to review and then easy to go back and reflect on, especially if you are feeling stuck. That's another thing I will encourage you to do as a light worker or somebody who's in developing their intuitive abilities. When you write down all the times that you got signs and symbols, whether you followed them or not, then when you start to doubt your abilities or you start to feel stuck, go back and read those and see all the times that you were totally in divine flow or totally receiving support and guidance from the angels, and it will help you with that resilience that they mentioned at the beginning of this video. And they want you to make long-term plans now. This is the 3rd action. The first one was to keep your commitments to yourself. The second one was to go back often and review your successes and your accomplishments that you write down. And then they want you to make long-term plans to avoid procrastination or obligation. So if you remember at the very beginning, they were talking about where we might find ourselves having to deal with bothersome details or having to face conflict with others, but it's important that we don't avoid that we don't procrastinate on learning new things or learning new techniques. Remember the guidance at the beginning to also trust that it's important to get clear on what everybody's motives are. And that way you will understand if you want to continue in a relationship or you want to continue with a project. And make sure you're setting a lot of time aside to be alone and study your passions, because that was the first theme they brought up, was your passions. So make sure you are putting blocks of time in your schedule for 2024 to be alone and study your passions. That's really important to hold space for that, so that we are not spreading our energy too thin in 2024. We are going to see a lot of progress. We're going to see a lot of things going on. We're going to see people around us reacting to that. And so make sure you are blocking out time for rest, for vacation, for study time. That is really important. So those 3 themes from 2024: passions, timing, and learning. Write that down right now. Write that down in the comments below this video so you can come back and remind yourself and pursue your passions. Learn something new and wait for the right time to act, and you will remain in divine flow, as hopefully you have affirmed in the comments below. I am in divine flow. I am highly divinely protected. I don't think I said highly the first time. You can add that if you want to. But please affirm this energy by writing that in the comments below. Remember, part 2 of this video is available for purchase. The link is below. It's in my YouTube store and on my website, devindewar.com. I am so grateful you're here. Thank you for watching. Remember, take time every day to connect with the angels. Happy 2024. May it be very blessed for you.